Hi everyone, the book I'm reviewing today is called The Millionaire Clown by James Sinclair. I love browsing bookstores wherever I go, and I picked this one up, quite a bargain. Um, Not my typical book that I'd read. It's a very easy to read, you can see it's not that thick. Quick read book, 40 minutes. Not on my must read list, but if you've got teenagers, I think this is a great book to let them read, to introduce them to the world of entrepreneurship and business, and some concepts on leadership, actually on all three: business, entrepreneurship, and leadership, that are easy for them to digest and understand. James is quite good at breaking it down, and he himself becoming a entrepreneur at a young age. So he explains it quite well. I think that would be the right target market for such a read. I'll read some extracts for you, and then you can make a decision as well. A great friend and mentor of mine, Andrew Wolf, runs a farming and leisure business, as well as being a super businessman with all the right ethics and leading a super motivated team. Andrew says, people earn a wage to give you their hands for the time they are working for you. But if you're doing a really good job of looking after them, they will give you their hearts. And this is when the business will go from strength to strength. Qualifications and experience should always come second to personality. You always want to try to employ happy, hardworking people for any business. Happy people are the people who make other people flourish and encourage prospects, customers, and other businesses, or guests as we call them, to interact with you and do business with your company. Know this: training once a year or every 3 to 6 months, or even worse, a day's shadowing on your first job is no good for the business or the team. It has to be consistent, and even more consistent. And if you take over a business, something I have often done, and the people don't embrace the training and development, refer them back to the rules, namely, believe in what you're trying to do here or leave. Time is short, very short. It's cash flow that keeps a business going, not profit. You can make £1,000,000 profit on a deal, but if the customer doesn't pay for 6 months, where does that leave you? Simply put, if the cash doesn't flow, you won't stay in business. Top tip: keeping the cash flowing keeps the business going. Your people will shine if they love the same three things as per your customers: the product, the people, and the experience. To create customers for life, you need to keep the experience consistent. You can't be an experience-led business today, then not tomorrow, or it's game over. Your rivals will try to copy the experience you provide, but can they keep it consistent? Consistency is the key for longevity. When things get tough, as they will, when cash flow gets hit, as it will, when times get stressful, as they will, if you know you're doing it, it's so much easier to tackle the problem. Succession planning and knowing what the business is doing is an essential part of what you do as a leader or business owner. You are the objective setter, and if you're doing well, then you will implement and execute the strategies with your team, because no successful entrepreneur is a one-man army. And I think that covers it, talking about purpose. Do you know why you're doing what you're doing? And if you do know, then you can lead your team, your customers, your staff will feel it, right? So I think that was the highlights from the book for me. Would definitely recommend if you've got kids. The Millionaire Clown by James Sinclair. But otherwise, you can definitely skip through it. Let me know if you've read this book or what you're currently reading.